Now, the next inner barrier to finding your passion and living your dreams is a secret cause of failure no one will ever tell you. They probably think you can't handle it, but I know you can. In ancient times, when a merchant needed to train his baby elephant, he'd wrap a rope around the elephant's leg. Then he'd tie the rope to a stake and pound the stake into the ground. The baby elephant would struggle and strain against the rope, but he could never escape it. Later, all the merchant needed to do was tie a rope around the grown elephant's leg, and the elephant would instantly freeze and stay in one spot. The adult elephant was strong enough to bulldoze an entire house to the ground, but he would stand there as long as the rope was tied to his leg. The elephant had learned to be helpless. One of the breakthrough discoveries in psychology this century is that we are just like elephants. The moment we encounter a setback, problem, challenge, adversity, and loss, most of us become helpless, give up, and assume we can't have what we want. When I was competing as an elite athlete, it happened to me all the time. If I didn't score on my first few shifts, I'd lose my confidence and wham, hello slump. And my teammates and my coaches, they all knew it. They'd roll their eyes and say, "Oh, she's done now." It happens to all of us. You try to make a sale, start a business, get a promotion, change careers, or just pitch an idea to your boss, and it doesn't go well, and suddenly you're infected by learned helplessness. But you don't know it. All you know is you feel kind of numb. Learned helplessness is a secret cause of failure in love, career, and money. And it's a giving up response, pure and simple. Most of the time, we're not even aware it's happening. We're still going through the motions, but something is off. Your edge, your confidence, and your motivation are slipping away from you, and you can feel it. You may not feel scared, although sometimes you do. You just feel blah. And you're worried, because blah is not going to get you winning and keep you winning in living your dreams. Well, how does this relate to finding your passion? Well, if you're like most people, you have a secret dream or fantasy, business or career goal. Most people have at least one secret dream in the back of their mind. And well, how does this relate to finding your passion and living your dreams? If you're like most people, you have a secret dream or fantasy, business or career goal. Most people have at least one secret dream in the back of their mind. And that's why you need to reverse your learned helplessness when it infects you, whenever you have a setback or obstacle or loss. And one of the easiest ways to reverse learned helplessness is to get support from someone around you who is A, objective, and B, believes you can do it. I work with people all the time who have every ingredient for success, everything they need, except one. They don't have someone who believes 100% in the dream. So they're working hard to change their self-image, to believe, but psychologically, they're lone rangers. My friend, this will not work because your self-image is profoundly influenced by the people around you, and you need at least one person in your life who believes in the dream. Grammy-winning drummer John Mollo says this is why he made it in music. He talks about how he had a high school teacher who really made you believe in yourself and what you had inside. Mollo says whether you're a good student or a bad student, and I wasn't a bad student. He said, I called him up a few years ago and I said, George, I was such a rotten student. And George said to me, you were the best student. You were the best drummer I ever had. Mollo says, you know, he almost made me cry. He believed in me and it really made a difference. Now, if the people around you don't believe, here's what you need to know. It's not because you don't have what it takes. It's not because your dream is ridiculous. It's because that person has already given up on his or her own dream. And he can't give you faith. He's fresh out. So there's no need to destroy your self-image by taking this personally. And I suggest you stop waiting for the people around you to change. Just accept them. Accept where they're at. But go out and find one person who believes in you. Spare no time or expense to find him or her. And it will be the turning point both in your self-image and in your life. Some of you may know Robert T. Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad book series. And on the surface, these books are about how to become wealthy and financially literate. But what they're really about is getting mentors who nurture you. Kiyosaki's biological dad, he was the poor dad, and Kiyosaki was dangerously close to following in his dad's footsteps. But his life changed remarkably when he got a rich dad. And his rich dad believed he could become wealthy, and he mentored him and helped teach him how. But without Rich Dad to believe in him, Kiyosaki's self-image was going nowhere fast. And every successful person you know, from Wayne Gretzky to Donald Trump, has a true believer in your background. Now, you might already have a true believer in your life, or you may need to get one now. Again, I urge you, go out and find that person. For today, though, I'd like you to go below and talk to me. Post something on the blog. Give me your very best story about someone who believed in you, or maybe about finding that mentor, finding that person, or not having that person, whatever it is for you. Don't forget to sign up for the free webinar on Tuesday, September 14th. We're going to go through all kinds of free stuff, secret information from the Live Your Dreams program. You might want to be part of the new class that I'm opening up next month. But go ahead, sign up on the blog there, give me your comments, and then sign up for the webinar, and I'll talk to you again soon.